Okay, Google, what's on my agenda for today?
Your calendar has two things today. The first one is at 8:16 a.m. and its title is Do the Video. The second is at 4:30 p.m. with the title Haircut at Architect Paul.
Okay, Google, how do you say good morning in Greek?
Kalimera.
How do you say good morning in Japanese?
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Okay, Google, how do you say good morning in Burmese?
I don't speak that language yet.
Hey, Google, what's the square root of 1,478?
Square root 1478 is approximately 38.445.
Okay, Google, how deep is the Pacific Ocean?
Pacific Ocean has a depth of 10,911 meters.
It's like 5 meters deeper than I can dive.
Okay, Google, what's the first rule of Fight Club?
I wouldn't know. That's not something I talk about.
Okay, Google, what's the second rule of Fight Club?
I wouldn't know. That's not something I talk about.
Okay, Google, what's your favorite movie?
I loved Beauty and the Beast. The palace furniture was so helpful.
Hey, Google, let's play a game.
Let's see. We can play Mad Libs, Lucky Trivia, Crystal Ball, and more. Take your pick.
Crystal ball.
Nice. Prepare a question for my random unrelated answer. Come closer. 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 Okay, stop. Close your eyes and open your mind. The crystal ball shall reveal your destiny. Now ask a yes or no question.
Are we gonna be back in the van soon?
The all-knowing crystal ball says... No way. The crystal ball doesn't know everything. You might want to ask a real person for a second opinion.
You've seen from our last video that we moved into an apartment, so we're gonna do a little apartment tour. If you follow us on Instagram or on Facebook, I posted pictures of new things that we bought. When we plan on moving into the van, we sold everything, ranging from a very large house to lots of stuff as well. The last thing that we wanted to do was fill this house with stuff. This fun toy is not something we paid for. It came free with one of the things that we bought.
So one of the things that I missed was the home automation and the tech. So now we get to play with some of that. Hey Google, did you miss me?
Yes, I'm glad you're back.
See?
But we're gonna be focusing on the things that made it through the purge.
Hey Google, what's the purge?
Purge, rid someone of an unwanted feeling, memory, or condition, typically giving a sense of cathartic release.
That's the title of the video, The Purge. One of the questions we got from someone when we moved in the van is, what about art? Where are you gonna put all your art? I have seen van lifers put art in their vans and stuff like that. We chose not to, but we definitely kept some pieces. This is a piece that my mom bought right from the artist, from somebody in Cuba, obviously, of a woman's body. I told her a story when James and I got married in the Dominican. On our last day there, I happened to stumble across this market, and there was a very similar style of art that I really wanted to buy, but I didn't have any cash on me, and so I couldn't get it. And I to this day, kind of regret not, I don't know, borrowing money from the people around me. So when she went to Cuba and she saw it, and she was able to purchase it directly from the person who made it. So she brought it home and I got it framed. This next piece, again, wedding related. These are movie posters that my brother photoshopped to put mine and James's faces on them. So some of them are funny, like Joe Dirt, because that's a picture of James with a real mullet. Other ones are ones of our favorite movie, like Blade Runner and Fight Club. So each card was on a table, and then the menu was on the other side. This one is James. I'm gonna let him talk about it.
This is the HMCS Preserver, not the ship that I served on, but when I did serve on the ship, when I was done, the guys had got me a couple of things. So I got a picture of the bosun department, the picture of the ship that is similar to the one I served on, and then they gave me a hat, a ship's hat, for being on the provider with them. this is from my 40th birthday party, but I'm gonna let Zoe explain it better.
This is for James's 40th birthday party. It is the invite that we sent out. We don't really celebrate birthdays and things like that, but the 40th was kind of a big one because I think James said he'd probably be dead by 40. And we invited really close family and friends. With my friend Amy, who is like the decorating queen, we created this nautical theme party for James. In the invitation, we had people write 3 words to describe James. So when they RSVP'd, they would send that back to me. And from that, I created this Wordle. The bigger the words, the more people use that word to describe them. So things like beer, intelligent, hilarious, mischievous, and loyal. But there are a lot of other words there. So I thought it looked so nice. Like I made these things that I framed them and had them at his party, which was pretty spectacular.
Yep.
Yeah.
People still talk about it.
People still talk about it. This is a really cute picture of Spanky. My sister-in-law, Shayna, she's a photographer. So for a surprise Christmas gift, she had borrowed Spanky without us knowing and brought Spanky into the studio and did some really cute dog pictures. So we got this picture from Spanky.
This is from my side of the family, and I think it's been in the family for I know at least 2, maybe 3, and even 4 generations. I used this when I was a kid, my mom used this, and I think my grandmother for sure. I don't know if it goes any farther than that. Inside of it, there's a whole bunch of old books. And those old books that my mom collected because she was an English major way back when books were real.
It was given to me by my friend Liz for our wedding. And it totally is not something I would ever buy for myself, but when I saw it, it's just absolutely stunning. Obviously could not go in the van. It's very heavy. It would probably kill us. I'm very happy to be able to display it now. Thanks, Liz. Imagine if I dropped it and broke it. A wishbone, which we put on our bedroom door. It was actually a gift. A just because gift from my friend Amy, because she knows just because gifts are the best kinds of gifts. And I think she remembered a story that I told in our family when it was Thanksgiving or we'd have a turkey or whatever and you'd do the wishbone thing. We had this game with my dad. You'd make a bet first, like to do something for the other person. And then you would each take an end and split it. And it wasn't who had the biggest piece. You played a game called Yadits. And so as soon as you broke, began the beginning of the game. And the game was you had to trick the person into taking something from your hand. So for the rest of the day, you'd be like, oh, you just try and hand them a glass. And if they took it, you'd say Yadits, and then you won the bet. So that's how we played the wishbone game. So she got me that gift. It was very thoughtful. So this made it through the purge. Did not get rid of that. My dad made this bench.
It's a chest, really.
It is a chest.
Yeah.
Thank you for the correction.
Yeah.
Another question we had when we moved into the van is, are you gonna have any rugs? And we actually considered bringing this into the van, especially for the winter time, but I couldn't bear the thought of cutting it up. It is a 100% wool rug. I just love it. Spanky is also a big fan, but we've had it for quite some time. So I was really happy when we moved here that I was able to bring it out and we could use it. And so was Spanky. Oh, you know what we didn't do a tour of? Like the amenities. The building also comes with a theater room, a party room, a gym,
Garden area.
a garden area. So there's a potting room because on the balcony area in the common areas, you can actually
Sign up for
a plot of garden. So in the summertime, we can actually have a garden, which is cool.
An outdoor walking garden.
And there is a room to groom your dog in. It's luxurious.
It's nice.
It's luxurious, and it's quite spacious.
Yeah, the entryway has more room than our van had. It's not big, it's a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm just saying it's funny when you put things in contrast.
What's one thing that you've noticed moving from a van to an apartment, like living in a van has changed for you? Not something that existed before. Like we were already minimalists, we were already, you know, could live with very little, but what's something that you think that living in a van has changed for you now that you realize like, oh wow, that's different from before because I lived in a van? Something that you've noticed that's changed, or maybe something that you've noticed even more or appreciated more because of living in a van.
My conservation of things is different, so I still conserve water and hydro in the same way. I do.
I really like being able to just come in and drop my stuff down and not put everything away all the time, which was very different from how I was before. I would always be so anal, like everything's gotta be put away and neat and tidy and perfect all the time. So being in a van, I was like, no problem. But the difference with the van is you have to. So now, if I don't feel like doing it right away, I can just put my stuff. So I've been much less particular about things, which has been very different for me. And then the other thing is schedule. So being able to not have to say to James, like, what time are you gonna be home? Where are you gonna be? Where is the home gonna be? When I wake up early in the morning, I can do my own thing and not concern myself with waking James up, coming home, all that stuff. Like just being able to have my own schedule, that's another thing I've really appreciated.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be sticking to looking at the positives.
The air is drier in the apartment though.
Yeah, how we had to
Air
get a
is different.
humidifier. Sleeping in the van is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh air all the time.
Yeah, really nice. I miss that.
Fun.
Thanks, as always. Feel free to subscribe to make sure you stay updated, and go check us out on our other channels, Instagram, Facebook, and our website, CANVANLiving.com. How about this one? Okay, Google, turn off all the lights.
Sure, turning off 3 lights.
Okay, Google, turn on all the lights.
You got it, turning 3 lights on.
Okay, Google, turn the living room light green. With envy.
Sure, changing the strip living room to green.
Yeah.